Hey everyone, so this is my 110 gallon freshwater aquarium with live plants. I have 10 denison barbs, sorry about the glare. I have about 7 red koi angelfish, and I have 2 German blue rams. The rams are kind of small, well, they're medium size actually. Had them for a while, and then I also have 3 other. I have a total of 7 Corridoras. One I have I think 4 Julie Corridoras, and then I forget what the other 3 are, but they're pretty tall. The tank is it's a little hazy because I've been medicating it, so. I did see on a couple of the fish that there was ick, so not a very aggressive form. I've been treating it for about 3 days, and it looks like the fish are getting better. Back there, the female angelfish has laid eggs, so now she has like 4 males trying to fertilize them. I don't even know which one she's paired up with, but like half of them are just there. That's all they've been doing for the last 6 hours. So who knows who the baby daddy is, right? um, so this is the 110 gallon. I have the purple, or I think it's turquoise glass rock. That's that there. I have a creeping Jenny, red dwarf Amazon plant, and I forget what plant that is. So if you guys know, put it in the comments, and I will also put it in the comments. This is my first video on YouTube, so my apologies for any mess ups or any difficulty. Again, sorry about the glare, but this is the tank. It's a pretty big tank. It's I think 48.5 by 20, and it's deep. I know it doesn't look pretty deep, but it is. I have, this is I think Clearwater is the name, USA, Clearwater or something USA. LED light. It has 2-3 modes. Actually, it's pretty good light. It was cheap, and I have the Fluval rated for 110 gallon filter. I do plan on upgrading that soon to a canister that can accommodate up to 210 gallons. I always like to have filter and heating elements that are rated higher than what my tank needs. So that heater, for example, can heat a tank up to 264 gallons. It's an Eheim glass heater. Actually originally this was supposed to be a 75. I had an issue with that, so I instantly upgraded to a 110. Although my wife, she'll tell you that it was all a plan and a conspiracy. And then in the back, I just have my Python. I also have this 44 gallon with dechlorinated water. It's aged. There's a heater in there, so before I do water changes, I turn the heater on like the day and a half before, so it can come up to temperature. I also have these sponge, like this. I don't know if y'all can see. It probably can't, but it's basically like that sponge material that you get for the filter. I have it in there, and I put the live bacteria, so it's aged, cycled / water. Now, what I use for my cycling agent, this is a cycled tank. Let's get some of the Corys here. What I do use is the Fritz Zyme 7 live bacteria. And this is the best thing ever. So I at one point was using top fin live bacteria, and what I found out was top fin, Dr. Tim's, all those things, they actually don't contain live bacteria themselves. There's very little if you put it under the microscope. They have another form of bacteria, which I forget at the moment. However, Fritz, and you can get this on Amazon, or maybe a local fish store will carry it, and they have it for saltwater as well as freshwater. Fritz has their live bacteria actually has live bacteria, and I mean, it truly is that you put it in in a new tank, and you could put fish in right away because it establishes the colony so much quicker. But you do have to dose every day. I don't recommend it for beginners. Always follow the rules of the hobby, which it's a proven system to cycle your tank and wait before you put fish in. So for any newbies or beginners, follow the rules. But for more experienced hobbyists, especially, if we're experienced, we've been in the hobby of more than one tank, then you really don't need Fritz because you probably have cycled media. But this Fritz really helps, I think, in the case of if your other tanks have had ick or some kind of disease or something, and you don't know what's in that media. So while ideally, yes, you can take it and put it in, assuming you know what's going on with your tank, but just to be on the safe side, if you put Fritz 7, or it's also, if you get a smaller bottle, it's Fritz 700, you know that, okay, there's nothing that shouldn't, there should be nothing in there. There's nothing coming in that shouldn't be there. So, and I think for new hobbyists, if you use that, it'll help cycle your tank faster. Don't put fish in, but yes, start putting in the Fritz 700, even though you can, but for newbies, again, I would recommend cycling. But putting in the Fritz 7 and letting it establish that colony of bacteria, I think that's great, and I think it can be of help. But again, everybody's tank is different. Everybody's maintenance habit is different. So this I have to clean up. Today is water. Well, actually, tomorrow's the water change day. I might do it today because I put some food in. These guys generally do a good job of making sure there's nothing there, but one of the other queries that I forget what it is, but there's her, and there's one more female, and then a small male. So a total of 6. So this tank is gonna get cleaned tomorrow. So I'll probably put a video up tomorrow of when it's cleaning up. But I usually do it once a week, and I probably do like a 40% water change on this 110 gallon, which is enough. On top of that, I try, there's enough evaporation that almost I'm losing probably a couple of gallons. So thank you. I gotta go because someone here, but here's a video.